Well, hello YouTube. Good morning. Here we are. We have ourselves a start to a really cold day. One of many that we've had, and one of, well, many that's to come. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, of course, with the cold weather the way it is, it takes a toll on a vehicle's electrical systems. If your battery's not up to snuff, your truck won't start. Pretty much guaranteed. If it's going to break, it'll break during the cold snap. Right now, it's actually minus 27 Celsius. If you factor in wind chill, it's probably closer to about 32, 34. So, that's pretty chilly. No idea what that works out to Fahrenheit, but hey, either way it works out to being cold. Well, everything is pumping. People's furnaces are chugging away. Natural gas, electricity, all that good stuff is being consumed. I guess, that's the way it is in our great Canadian winter. We end up having to deal with things like that. As for me, I've been trying to stay warm. I've had a bit of an editing marathon the last day or so, just trying to recover from the big weather change and get everything back to where, well, it needs to be. And I've got some vlogs coming up, Maxwell's World videos shot. I just have to run them through the editor. Today I got a few things I'm wanting to do, if you call venturing out in the freezing cold wise. At least I'm not going on the highway. However, I gotta wait for another one of those wonderful phone calls. Basically, to be told basically a bunch of nonsense. And, well, it works out in the end, I guess. I suppose it's better to do it by phone than what it is to travel all the way up there for a 5-minute appointment. Maybe they finally realize that, right? After many appointments that I've made or drove up there for, now they're doing it by phone, and it's kind of weird, but hey, I guess it is what it is. It saves them money in the end, I suppose, and that's all it matters to them. Well, like I said, today I got some running around I'm wanting to do. The electronics retailer has a dash camera on sale. I'm thinking about returning the expensive one that I bought and buying the level or so down. It's like half the price, but it'll do the same job without all the fanciness like GPS and Wi-Fi and all that. So that's really all I need, is a simple dash camera, not any of the fanciness, right? Why have things on a dash camera that you're not going to use, or if you do use them, you're going to edit them out? There's no point in having them there, right? But pretty much, guys, gonna make me a coffee, continue on with my editing and uploading, wait for that wonderful phone call, and, well, see where the day goes from there. Little bit of a later morning update. Well, of course, had that wonderful phone call or conference call that I was waiting for. It's funny, you wait all morning, lose like 3 hours of your day waiting for these people to call, and then when they finally call, well, surprise, or at least not surprise, it was a total waste of a time waiting. The 45 minutes on the phone, I have no idea what they're doing in their offices or what their job description really is, but whatever the job description is, I feel a monkey could do it, or I could do a better job of it, I never asked to be drugged back into their system. I never asked to be back in it. They drug me back in it. And it's like they're trying to fix something that's not really broke. I have no idea what's going on. All I know is it's very frustrating. You know, they tell me that I gotta abide by certain restrictions and rules, but yet in the same breath they tell me that I have to go out and find a job that abides in these restrictions and rules. Well, where is someone gonna find a job like that right now in this economy? And that's not what they're hearing. They're not hearing the fact that no one's gonna hire somebody with these kind of restrictions. This is why things are the way they are right now, is because I've been abiding by their rules and restrictions. Had I not been following their rules and restrictions, things would have been fine. Things could have got back to normal, and everything would have been okay. But it's like, why did you guys drag me back into this system that I never chose to be dragged back into? You know, I thought when things were done there, they were done. I was discharged from the program in whatever the heck it would have been there, the fall of 14 after, you know, and I got the job, started working, changed jobs, and I thought everything was great. And then they dragged me back in, and they want appointments and conference calls and this and that. And I know I've said it before in another vlog, but, you know, at least they could do is pay me benefits. Then that way I got so-called money coming in, so I can be at their beck and call for appointments, conference calls, day or night, whenever they want to call. You know, I find it very frustrating. You know, they've called my past employers, which is fine. I got nothing to hide. But at the same time, you know, some of their things they've said doesn't make any sense at all. It's almost like they got my case file mixed up with another person or so, and it's like, you know, where did you get that from? Or really, that's not the reason why. That's not the reason why I left there. You know, I left there because I was moving on to a better job, or so I thought. Or I left there because of you know, family reasons. When my dad died, the employer couldn't hold my position, and then they tell me that the employer held my position for like a month, waiting for me to come back. Well, that's bull, because I contacted the employer, and they basically just shoved me off, so that they did not hold my position. You know, that's bull. You know, somebody along there is making crap up, and it's really starting to piss me off. You know, pardon me for saying it. So I'm really getting to the point where one of these phone calls, they may or may not like what I have to say, and as far as I'm concerned, given you know, whatever benefit I do get for them, which is basically nothing, they can keep it, and I'll go on my own, which I thought that I was doing, you know, in the fall of 14 when I made the big change. You know, if I knew that I was still on their bull system, then, you know, maybe I would have stayed at the crappy job I was at, sitting on a stool in the middle of the office all day like a trained monkey, until such a time as either the employer fired me or these guys retrained me and found me a better position. I have no idea what they're trying to do. I have no idea if they're trying to reassess me to send me for some kind of training. It's like these guys have no real concept of what reality or the real world is even like. So now that stupid call is over with, I can get on with my day. Once I calm down, I got some running around I want to do, and do a last ditch attempt at that dash cam. See if it actually does work now that I hit the reset button. If it doesn't, then the big electronics store has a dash cam on sale, so I'm going to go pick one up. I know that's about all I've talked about in the last 3 vlogs, but hey, it is what it is. Got a video rendering, and once it's rendered, then basically I'm going to hit the road, do some running around, and, well, it is what it is. So yeah, you guessed her. Catch you all then. Well, hello YouTube, here we are. Well, just got back from running on around. If the dash cam worked, you'll see the clip, well, of course, before this one. If it didn't, well, I apologize. One thing I will say is at least I got the clips to be 10 minutes. Currently, they're running through the editor, so we'll see how that responds. It seems to me that they never used to be 10-minute clips. It seems to me that they were like 20-minute or 30-minute clips. So I've been in the settings, and I can't see no settings for 10-minute clips. I see settings for 5, 10, and 1 minute, and whatever else in the Chinese menu. But well, it's been, like I said, 3 years or something that camera's been going. You know, I had her in the 2009 back in I don't know, probably would have been 2013. So it's definitely done its time, seen its time, you know, seen its cold, been dropped, you know, obviously, right? So it's one of them things. Eventually they do need to be replaced, just plain and simple become outdated. Well, I returned the expensive dash cam that I bought last week. You know, it was like $377 in total, and I'm pretty sure it was a good quality, a good dash cam. I'm pretty sure it was, but I can't justify spending, you know, pretty much $400 on a camera that you just stick to the windshield of your vehicle and it does one use. You know, if it was a GoPro or some other type of camera that I could use for filming actual videos, and then it would part-time as a dash cam, then I could understand that. But well, I was checking out their flyer while I was there, and they had a model just like the first one. I believe I mentioned it in a previous vlog. It's got everything that the expensive one does, except not the price. It doesn't have the GPS or the Wi-Fi or a couple of those other little things, but it still has the same quality of video. So I picked it up. I know it's a little more money than what I really wanted to spend, but when you consider the dash cameras in the past I've used have been like $40 and $60, this one here was like 3 times that. So I guess it is what it is, right? It's nice and sleek. It doesn't have a view screen, so I'll have to mount it square off and leave it the way she is. If it happens to be crooked a little bit, I'll have to get that in editing, and it's kind of a one-shot deal. I'll have to look online to see if they have mounts for it for the other vehicle, and because this one here, you know, being it's stuck to the windshield, it's not really movable from vehicle to vehicle. So pretty much, guys, I'll go in once that footage is done rendering. I'll review it. If it is still messed up, well then hey, I will open the new dash camera. If not, then well, we'll make a choice whether we're going to keep the new one or return it and make do with what we have. Well, hello YouTube. Here we are. Little bit of an end to a day. Well, it was a good day. It was a bit of a roundabout day. Got the old Silverado started, getting there, you know, warming up a little bit. It is minus 35 out and supposed to get down to 40 tonight. So let the truck warm up, so it should be good to go if I need her in the next few days. I'm gonna probably go pick me up a little battery charger just to have on hand. Probably something that will, you know, slowly charge the battery if the truck is plugged in, because I don't want to have the battery freeze up this winter and have to replace it. Well, of course, I went and tried again to make something out of the dash camera footage. However, that camera's not working with me. I tried another setting in it thinking maybe the camera got bumped or settings got bumped, but no, it wasn't. So not 100% sure what's going on there. So I guess that's going to be probably the end of that camera. Have to retire after, well, a few years of service. But pretty much, guys, going to end her all here. Today was a good day. Tomorrow's another one. And around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.